Well, hello, everyone. Welcome back to another edition of Late Night Ask Me Anything as I sit alone in a hotel room. Um, One of the nicer hotel rooms that I've been in quite a while. And can you guess what brand of hotel chain I am in? Those are my bags. I have a lovely little living room, bedroom, bathroom. Past there's actually a little kitchenette. I'm at the Residence Inn in Boise, Idaho. It's a really nice hotel. I mean, the room is brand new. Everything is tip-top, clean. I love this. I mean, I think I'm paying $125 a night for something that's $1,000 a night in New York if you could find it. My view of the Capitol is stunning. Anyway, thank you, Marriott. You do a good job. Okay, questions. I love this. And the questions today are super challenging and fun. Sorry, my glasses are throwing off some kind of weird purple reflection. I look like I'm some sort of weird Jacques Cousteau-like person. They look like giant goggles. All right. Jeanette writes, I wonder if you have any favorite books, fiction, that you've enjoyed that featured great stories that had great food elements. Please consider reading the following, as they will not disappoint. They will remain in your head in a good way. Particular Sadness of Lemon Cake by Aimee Bender. A Gentleman in Moscow by Amor Towles, a masterpiece in a million directions. Magnum opus of a secret meal. Do you have any favorites? Here's the deal. I do, but they tend not to be books per se. Am I terrible? I'm a big reader. Look, here's the deal. T.C. Boyle, one of my favorite writers of all time, brilliant, has a book called Sorry Fugu that I love. I could be erudite. Did I read Ulysses once? Yes, in college, so that I could talk to girls about it. Is there great food in there? Absolutely. Babette's Feast, Isaac Denison's book, Like Water for Chocolate, right? Laura Esquivel's book. There's fantastic food literature out there. Manager of the Kremlin, Evelyn Waugh's book, Swan's Way by Marcel Proust, with those fabulous madeleines. But if I want to get a food woody by reading something, I'll read some Ruth Reichel or, the late Gail Green's Blue Skies, No Candy. If that doesn't give you a rise, I want to see the food. I know it's weird, and I'm not arguing that movies are better than books. Although that would be a fun debate, right? Which is better, movies or books? Not about a particular one, just in general as a format. But I think it's like vanilla and chocolate, no pun intended. I just like food movies. I love food movies. I love the movie Babette's Feast. I love, Eat, Drink, Man, Woman, and Tampopo, and, the Cook, the Thief, Her Wife, and His Lover. I just love food movies. And that doesn't mean that I don't dig books with cool food scenes. I'd rather see it in a movie. So there you go. Sorry. I'm sure I disappointed you, Jeanette, but, great food movies. And one of my favorite food scenes in any movie is always a Steve Martin movie, because he's such a restaurant geek and he puts great restaurant scenes in all his movies. L.A. Stories, with his pursuit of getting a reservation at the restaurant called Lidio, and he has to go, apply for a reservation at the bank, and the maitre d' and the manager there of the restaurant, and they slide the menu in front of him, and they say to him, if we were to give you a reservation, what would you order? And he looks down and he says, ooh, the sea bass. And they say, you may not have the sea bass. You may have the chicken. It's just One of the greatest. Anyway, The Jerk. Get these snails off my plate. I mean, just priceless. Sherry asks, as you know, tater tots have made a huge comeback, and with good reason. I don't think they made a comeback, Sherry. I think they never went away. Their crispy, slightly fatty, potato-y goodness has deservedly made them a palate pleaser, I think she means to say, for countless creations. But what I really want is to make homemade tater tots for the simple glory of a crispy naked tot next to some ketchup with a bit of hot sauce mixed in. Is that so much to ask? Yeah, why go through all the trouble? Fucking tater tot is perfect. It's perfect as it is. You don't need to make a homemade tot. I mean, there's 800 ways to cook a potato. Parmentier was right. Potatoes are perfection. And, you know, slice them thin the right way, dip them in clarified butter, stack them, bake them, weigh them down, let them sit overnight, slice them into logs and fry them, and you get those incredibly crispy 25-layer potatoes. I'd rather have a stack of those instead of tater tots in place of my tots. If you want to make them yourself, what you're going to have to do is grate them on the right size grater so you get the right flake. Then you're going to have to immediately freeze them. Then you're going to have to bind them. Then you're going to have to use a lot of, well, I shouldn't say a lot. You're going to have to use some kitchen magic to then make them into rounds or to ovals with blunt ends, classic tot shape, and fry them. You know, why not just make crispy twice fried potatoes that taste so potato-y and perfect? Or do the 28-layer deal or any of another 1,000. The other day, I took thinly shaved potatoes and just did a single layer of a galette with a few sage leaves inside them. It was like, they came out like 8-inch wide potato chips. They were the size of a 45 record, for those that remember, and they were paper thin. And it was fantastic with some seared tuna and a little olive salad. It was just amazing. So potato-y. Don't get carried away with making tots. Sherry writes, I have not found a recipe on the internet in all my searching. Maybe that answers your question. Just saying. It's gift giving season. If you give a subscription to Spilled Milk to a friend, you can get 30% off of a Shun knife. How's that for gift giving season pageantry? I think it's fantastic. Get on that. If you have been enjoying Spilled Milk for a year, your renewal is coming up. We have lots of cool things planned for members, subscribers, paid subscribers in the next year, including one-on-one chats with me, special events with me, like cooking classes and fun hangouts where we're going to do cool shit like talk to some really slick people. Why am I swearing so much tonight? It's been a long day. I need to go to bed. I love you all. I hope you have a great weekend. Take it easy.